Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today we're going to be doing a very quick energy check-in reading for you guys. So if this is your first time on my channel, or if you are fairly new to tarot readings in general, then I recommend going into the description box and just reading through the little section that I have written there. It's just letting you know of a couple of things to bear in mind before you start watching this reading. But if you are familiar with everything, then let's just get straight to it. So basically, we're going to look at what is the main driving force for you at this time. Also, what is your weak spot that you might not be aware of? And lastly, what you have mastered. Now, all of this information we're going to find out with the Energy Oracle cards. And then we're going to go into the tarot as well. This is the Lightseers Tarot. And we're going to see why the thing that is driving you forward at this time is actually driving you forward. Also, how you can improve your current weak spot. And lastly, what you will be able to do now that you have mastered the thing that you have mastered. So that's the gist of today's reading, and we'll see how it goes. So starting with the Energy Oracle, let's see what drives you at this time. What is the main driving force for Gemini? Oh, too many. Wow, we have indecision number 8. Okay. I'm going to get all of the cards out and then we'll dive into them. Okay, oh yeah, all tied up at the bottom. Okay, this is very, very clearly like a very Eight of Swords kind of energy if you are familiar with tarot. But anyway, we'll get into it. So let's look at the weak spot that you might not be aware of. Walking away. Oh my goodness. Okay, and it's also, I just have to point out, we have number 27, which reduces down to 9 because 2 plus 7 is 9. So it's just funny that we are again going in a sequence. I feel like this sequence thing has been coming through for, yeah, I think for Aries and Taurus as well. So it's just funny to me. Oh, and community at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Fascinating stuff. So let's see what you have mastered. Please show me what Gemini has mastered. Daughter value. Whoa. Okay. Have you been making a lot of money, Gemini? Oh my goodness. And the daughter romance is at the bottom again. We had that just for Taurus. I just finished Taurus's reading. Okay, so this is very, very interesting stuff. You have like two really great cards come out, by the way. But anyway, one thing at a time. So starting with indecision, this is the energy that is driving you forward the most at this time. This is your main driving force. Now, I feel like, well, as I said, because the underlying was all tied up, so I do feel a very strong like Eight of Swords energy with this, which by the way actually is your card in the tarot. The Eight of Swords is associated with Gemini. But this is also kind of like a Two of Swords vibe as well, because it's almost like you are torn between two roads or two paths or two decisions. And you're kind of like paralyzed, or you are in this analysis paralysis state. You're unable to move because you just don't know which one is better or which one to take. It's very interesting to me that the next card, which is your kind of weak spot that you might be aware of or might not be aware of, but that's definitely something that needs your attention, is walking away. So it's funny to me that these two cards kind of almost go hand in hand, being that you seem to be at the brink of making a fairly huge decision. It feels like it's almost like you know that once you make a decision there's no going back, or that you can't retrieve or like go back to what you had, or go back to the way things were. So it's almost like stepping into a completely new world, and you're maybe having slight issues with that, or feeling very kind of torn, because it's almost like I feel like you're afraid of losing something, or not being able to get something back. That's what I'm getting with this walking away card with this weak spot of yours. As I said, I feel like these two go so hand in hand, so it's going to be interesting to see what the tarot has to say. But looking at this door to value, now this card is like, oh, this is so beautiful. These two cards are like some of my favorites in the deck. So this is what you have mastered. As I said, I feel like you have been really focused on your finances. Just getting everything in check, really working on your material success. It might actually be that the thing that you are having so, that you're struggling so hard with walking away with, did that make sense? I feel like the thing that you're struggling so hard to walk away from is actually like your home or something that you have known and just you've grown so used to and so accustomed to that it's almost like it's become this safe haven or this like very comfortable space for you. And now that you need to go towards this like new path that you have never been to before, it almost says sorry, I don't know why I said almost. I wanted to say actually. It actually says unknown and unknown on both of these like signs. And on both of them we have butterflies, and I just wanted to point out that we also have two butterflies over here. So, oh my goodness. Okay, I just wanted to point out, because that's the message that I just got. This is just to kind of reassure you. With like either you choose this one path that you are not familiar with or this other path that you're not familiar with, I feel like you're going to be making the right decision anyway. Because both of these butterflies are over here as well. So yeah, it's almost like you can't make the wrong decision. Like you're going to learn the lessons that you need to learn, and it's like it's ultimately okay. But again, because these butterflies are on the other side of this gate that you are walking away from, and because this is the energy that you are struggling with, right? This is the weak spot that you need to kind of work on or handle in some way. I do feel like it's almost like you don't really want to step into that new space at all, or yeah, like you're feeling a lot of reluctancy with it or in regards to it. So yeah, and I do feel like it could be to do with like your home or your security, your comfort zone, all that kind of stuff. Because of this door to value card over here. So I do feel like you have a very strong foundation that you have built up for yourself. So yeah, I can understand why this unknown is really scary. But with this door to romance at the bottom, I do have to point out that it might be that this is like the more like romantic and more vulnerable and more love-oriented path is what you are actually looking at. That could be the thing that you are kind of having difficulty judging or deciding. But we'll see what the tarot has to say, and hopefully we'll be hopefully we'll get a bigger and more clear picture out of these. So starting with this indecision card, I want to see why this is the energy that is driving you forward at this time. Why is this indecision card driving them forward? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, oof. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, Scorpionic energy, with the Six of Swords, Aquarian energy. So yeah, it feels like you are wanting to leave something behind, like you're trying to move forward, because I feel like you know that there's no more happiness left for you, or there's no more room for you to grow and expand. And because this is the Cups, a Cups card as well, I do feel it's very strongly tied to emotion, to some kind of emotional experience that you've gone through. And because this is the Five of Cups, which is all to do with like grief and loss and mourning and just more of these heavier, darker emotions that tend to kind of like suck us into them. And because this is in reverse as well, I do feel like you have gone through a very tough time emotionally speaking, some kind of loss or some kind of breakup, something that has weighed heavily on your heart. But I feel like you have come out of it, you have been able to work through it, and leave it behind, so to say, in some way. At least not be like emotionally crippled by it anymore, because again, it's in reverse. But the Six of Swords is indicating that, yeah, it's like you're very, very ready to move forward, or like you want to move forward to something that would maybe be a bit more happy, because with the Sun being in reverse, I do feel like this, as I said, I feel like the energy that you are surrounded by at this time, or wherever you are currently at, I feel like it's not really doing anything for you anymore. It's not offering you any happiness, any contentment, any emotional fulfillment. So it's time for you to move away. It also could be that the energy that you are currently in is like reminding you of this painful experience, or something something to do with the past that you are kind of leaving behind. So now you are, as I said, I feel like you are wanting to move forward, right? You are standing at the crossroads and trying to decide what the best way to do that would be, or where the best road would be. But yeah, it's almost like you can't decide. But that's why this needing to make a decision is driving you, is because you are trying to move away from this emotionally challenging, painful place that you have processed through, and that you are ready to move on from now. But let's look at this walking away. Yeah, the World. Yeah, Saturnian energy, so Capricorn. Oh, and Knight of Swords at the bottom, which is your energy, by the way. And again, it's almost like, yeah, just closing this previous cycle out and being willing to step into the new. But let's see if we can get one more card out. Give me one more for how can Gemini improve this weak spot of theirs. Give me one more. Oh my goodness. We got two. Okay. I'm going to take two. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Queen of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom, which is, by the way, another Capricorn card. So that's very interesting that we have Capricorn come out twice for this card. So you, it could be a Capricorn, or yeah, it could be a Capricorn that you are having difficulties leaving behind. But anyway, we also got the Two of Wands in reverse, which is Aries energy, and the Page of Wands in reverse, which is just fire. So I feel like the way that you will be able to overcome this weak spot is just not focusing on the past anymore, because I feel like you've gone through it, you've learned your lessons, and you're ready to take the lessons with you, but to leave everything else in the past where it belongs. And the way that you will be able to actually take the steps forward and leave this weak spot behind, or like kind of turn it around for yourself, is to kind of just turn your face towards the future and know that this is something that is meant to happen, that this is a very much a guided and destined path for you, because we have the World, which is a major arcana. So these are, again, some big universal forces at play, and you are closing out a major cycle that needed to end, and now you're ready to step into a whole new start, just a whole new beginning. And I feel like it's also important to know that this new beginning is completely new. Like, you haven't been there before, so there's no way that you'll be able to see what is going to await you. You kind of won't be able to see it, and it's okay. It's okay that you are not maybe able to visualize and prepare for it. So it's okay that you might feel like intimidated, that you might feel a bit uncertain and unsure of yourself. But just know that you are well equipped for it, because otherwise you wouldn't be at this spot. And just know that you are guided and that you are absolutely on the right path. Because again, we have these butterflies, and I do feel like this is kind of an indication of like spiritual guidance by your side at this time as well. So yeah, you are definitely not alone in this. And this is something that you are supposed to go through. And this new chapter that awaits you is is going to be a whole different experience than what you have gone through in the past. Okay, and let's look at this daughter value as well. Let's see what you will be able to do now that you have mastered this daughter value. What will they be able to do now that they have mastered this daughter value? Oh, whoa, okay, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, okay. What did I say? I feel like you have been building a very, very strong foundation for yourself, and we just got a very, very clear confirmation of that with the Ten of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy more specifically, but this is Pentacles, this is Earth energy, this is like physical material, like tangible, you can actually feel it. And because it's a Pentacle card and because this is a money card, it is very, very strongly indicating that this is the aspect that you have been working on. And that you are now able to, oh my goodness, yeah, see the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is telling me that you are so ready to share yourself with others, that you have, and with this Ten of Pentacles as well, this is all about like sharing and building a legacy with someone else. And yeah, I just feel like you're ready to kind of step out of this more solitary and more self-focused energy, and yeah, now that you have built up this foundation, you're ready to share the security and build it even further, and just celebrate it with someone you love, and just build something even more strong, stable and secure with another person. Please give me one more. Oh my goodness, there's too many cards. There's too many cards. I'm just going to keep the Magician, but I'm just going to show you. We also have Temperance and we have the Page of Swords. The Magician is, by the way, Mercurian, so it's representing you, but it's also representing Virgo. So it's interesting that you have two cards of Virgo coming out. But Temperance is Sagittarius and the Page of Swords is just air as an element. But there's a lot of balance and a lot of clarity coming through. Yeah, oh my goodness, and also I just wanted to say that because we have the Seven of Pentacles as well, as which was the underlying energy, this is actually Taurian energy. I do feel like it's like you don't really have to wait too long for like your the fruits of your labor to manifest, because it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you have the power to create the kind of stability that you are after. I feel like, yeah, it's almost like you have mastered this this method of creating abundance for yourself and just creating a very, very stable foundation for yourself. I keep wanting to say foundation with this daughter value card, and with this Ten of Pentacles that's coming through, I do feel that very strongly as well. So yeah, and with the Magician being here, I feel like it's almost like you are the master of your own abundance and you know exactly how to thrive in any given situation. And I also just wanted to point out, because this is the first time that I'm ever noticing this, and it's just like jumping out at me, on this Magician's arm, he has a tattoo, and it actually looks like a pentacle as well. Oh my god, sorry, you're not able to see it. Sorry. But I hope you'll be able to see it. Do you see this? I'm gonna try and show you. Do you see this? Yeah, so there's it's kind of small, but it looks like a pentacle. So yeah, you're just kind of being a pro at creating, as I said, creating the life that you want, creating the stability and the strong foundation that you want and that you are after. And now you'll be able to do that and share that with someone else, because again, we have the daughter romance as the underlying energy here. So I do feel like that's what you are kind of moving towards now, as you have gone through these lessons of the past. And yeah, as you're kind of putting yourself out there on these new and unexplored roads. But I feel like it's going to be super, super, super exciting stuff. And again, you are so guided, you are so loved and protected as you are going through this. So even though it might feel a bit scary, look at the things that you're going towards. So This is so beautiful. I think your reading has been the most positive up to this point. So congratulations if this is your story and if you resonate with this. I'm going to leave you guys with that because I don't want to drag these readings on for too long. But thank you so much for watching this reading and for spending this time with me. I hope that you got something from this reading. And if this was your story and you resonated with this, then please let me know in the comment section as well, and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you got something from this reading, it would mean so much to me. And also, if you enjoy my energy and the kind of readings that I do, then don't forget to subscribe as well, so that you wouldn't miss out on my future readings. But yeah, I'm gonna go. So thank you so much, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye bye.